Alright, it's been a moment. I held off. I took some time, some real decent time to play this game, to give an honest opinion, thoughts, review. And I wanted to get as much as possible to talk about. So I actually wrote down some stuff instead of going off top of the head. We've got our gray kitty right on the bed, you can see right there. And of course, we've got Crocobutt on the edge. I don't know if you can really. You see him right there on the edge near the cabinet. Yeah. All right. Let's see how I want to approach this, because we got some stuff to talk about. Modern Warfare 3. Like I said, I held off. Season 1 is about to come around the corner. I mean, like, literally in 5-6 days, so very close. So I really took the time to play it. I've been trying to level up some of my weapons. It's been grueling. Double XP, like 4-day event was very helpful, but man, it's a chore. It's time consuming. Like, it's not like the past ones where it was pretty good and felt fun and refreshing. It's a chore. All right. The campaign is a 3. I still stand by it. It's the worst campaign I've ever played. They've tried changing things around that shouldn't have been changed. Colonel Shepard's there for no damn reason. Even his big moments, the death scenes, the who dies, who lives, it's really badly, poorly made. No Russian, it's not no Russian, it's something else off an airplane, and it's just really bad. It's like hardly no concept, no story. It's like they didn't have a good professional writers for the story. They just made it out their ass. They rushed, time crunching. Campaign is terrible. In fact, Black Ops 4 campaign is better, and there is no campaign. Ah, man. Zombies. Let's knock this out quickly so we can talk about that. Zombies, I'll give a 4 to a 5. Some people like it, some people don't. I wanted more Outbreak, less DMC. And guess what? It's more DMC, very less Outbreak. I hate it. I'm not a big fan. And this is where most of the time was spent making this game. It was in zombies, and you can tell because there's actually stuff to do in zombies. That's something I praise. You can do stuff in it. Some of the stuff is good, but it's not the what I was hoping, like what Blackout zombies of their big Warzone map was supposed to be. You know, Blackout was rushed out to make time. And it killed off a lot of Black Ops 4 stuff, but here it's so much. It's way better than Vanguard zombies, that's for damn sure. But still, it's not what I wanted or what I was hoping it was to become of. But lastly, there's stuff to do in it. I really hate their little special ways of getting the sodas instead of going to the machines. You can either find it or there's little secret things you can go with. That's like it's really stupid to do. Like jumping off a ledge and doing certain that's not fun. That's just whoever did that is really poorly made to rush things in. Um, Zombies, like I said, 4 or 5. Let's talk about what I really enjoy the most. Multiplayer. Ground Wars refreshing, and that's because the skill-based matchmaking and the algorithms are very low to fit off like so many people in it. So that's why it's fun. It feels like the older games are supposed to be like that. I hate the fact that they call it Ground War when it's just red versus blue. Because Ground War is like where it's 10v10 or more people. That's Ground War. Well, with the bigger maps. But people like to make their own rules, their own sets, and just rush things out and just write history and whatever. It's whatever. So let's go off what I've written here. Because there's a lot of errors, glitches, bugs. They really didn't fix nothing. It's just Modern Warfare 2 DLC. It's not a big full premium, nothing. It's nothing premium. There's not really giving much back. It's just overpricing thing to get a full price because it's the last regime of Bobby Codex and he got to rip us off once more before he's gone. It's trash. Gosh. Okay, so here we go. Even with low latency and a good ping, you still feel like you're in bad lobbies. You're still feeling things are laggy. Things ain't just going the way it's supposed to. That deals with this broken ass game engine and all the algorithms with skill based matchmaking go into effect. It just really makes things fun, unbalanced, and everything's just unbalanced and poorly made, you know. Um, they claim there's gonna be a fix to make better lobbies. As in we're not gonna get unbanned. As in like everybody start out with a new lobby each time they play. They're gonna bring back where you can just stay in the same lobby if you choose to, and not vote to be in like or whatever. Like man, there's something that shouldn't have been taken out, but because of the Modern Warfare engine and Infinity Tards messing up the whole 5 years. Let's put it. It's 5. It's not 6 because Black Ops 6 is gonna be 6. But this is why should we wait when it should already be in? You know, it's like we're not playing betas or beta alphas or whatever, and we're the testers. You know, if we're the testers, you need to pay us. So a lot of stuff won't go into effect till season 1 or later down the road. And like I said, who wants to wait for that? Day 1 it was fun. Just because they didn't have skill-based matchmaking active yet. So we know it can be controlled. It can be turned off. It can be lowered. But people are thinking when we have these new lobbies that you won't be kicked out of, that the skill-based matchmaking will either be off or lowered, and that's something I approve of because if they can get like ground war or completely off like day one was so fun because you had a range of good players and the noobs were back. I almost praised this game for bringing noobs back, but no, they got to 10 to casuals and 10 to the streamers once again, one more year. Um, it's the trash. Nobody liked it. Nobody, and this actual old developers coming out saying they were opposed to it. It was the higher ups who wanted it, and this is what they were forced to do. Either which way, they should stand up because at any time they could revolt. They can do a stand out or what I can't think of the proper term, but like they can just go out, you know, and protest. And what is Bobby going to do? Either he's going to have to replace all teams, or he's going to have to actually give in, and that's what should have happened. So there's some fault that the developers need to take. Okay, they can't just blame the higher ups or Bobby or whatever because they do have some power. And they should have did instead of like, we need that paycheck. The time crunch killed everything. Yeah, whatever. Y'all at fault too. Skill-based matchmaking, the sweatiest it's ever been, okay? It beats out freaking Modern Warfare 2 at everything. It is so damn sweaty to a point it's enjoyable. It took the fun away from day one. I can't stand it. Like I said, we found out it can be lowered. So it's to a point they didn't give a damn. Or whoever they claim, they said it's a whole nother company that's in charge of skill-based matchmaking, and the developers have no way of fixing it. That's a whole lot of bullshit. Okay, once again, you can protest, you can do walkouts, you can do so much. You know, what I'm saying, forcing them. Everything in this game is broken because once again we're using a Modern Warfare engine being tweaked. So many damn algorithms put into nerf, buff, always feeling like you're in control, but because the game engine is so broken, they're not in control. So you're not really left in being what it's supposed to. Okay, you're not being put into real level playlists. You're actually, or should I say lobbies? You're actually being matched with sometimes a bots. Yes, there's bots in the game, or you're skilled with cheaters because the cheaters have gone rapid that they're thinking, hey, you're so good, you're into a lobby with good players and you're just with cheaters, and it's not fun. Okay, so people who are trying to praise this game or making it more because they're hoping they're getting goodie bags or getting flown out to the next Call of Duty next because it tends to these little cheating ass rat streamers. There's some good streamers, but at the same time, there's too many rat streamers, and they're the ones who's always getting shown over others, you know? This game is so broken that after you finish the match and you see the scoreboards, just misspelling, just missing letters. And this is how you know that the game engine is so damn broken and it's been rushed and it should never be at this point. Once again, another year we don't see our rivals. You know who got more kills over you, who you got more over, who's the main. I mean, like we've complained so many times and we're not getting what we asked for. We're just getting what was missing last year so they can claim something. You know. It's another gimmick of boots on the ground. Here they're claiming premium, whatever. But like I said, this game is freaking broken. Like we'll get into it, such as enter scenes, cutscenes. We're gonna talk about it. Once again, like I said, no rivals on scoreboards. Scoreboards ain't giving us the full things. You may see a wins, but sometimes the losses be gone because it's showing your score instead. It's not giving us what they used to show all the time, and that's sad that we're going back. We're de-evolving in the game. Now we're getting to the cutscenes I was talking about. You know, when you come in and it's just black and white and you see your characters moving or in their car, helicopters going down. Oh, this is just a bunch of reused assets put out here and it doesn't look good, okay? The black and white looking straight is good, but on the sides you get this 3D effect of like, red and then your border black lines and it's not looking good. Just it's one character out while everybody's in the truck. So how come everybody's coming here and there's always one character just there already by himself? You know, why is he an outcast? I don't get that. You may see coming out of a helicopter, the helicopter's moving, the rope is moving, and all the characters are moving. It's badly pasted in, and they're not fixing it. They're just reusing the same broken assets. You can tell once again going into terminal and you got the elevator. You're in the elevator and the elevator's door open. There's two doors. Sometimes the second door doesn't open and everybody's just running through this metal elevator door. The glitches are so freaking bad and it's not being fixed. It looks ugly, okay? Nobody likes it. I just hate it. They need to revamp this. Give us the color, make it more appealing, and sometimes change things around. Don't make it the same thing for the same freaking round. I'm not a fan of it. Calling cards glitched. The one thing I try to get fun out of this game is try to unlock some of the stuff. The weapons are a chore, and I don't know why I go do this because everybody picks that one weapon, buff it. I mean, like get everything for it, and that's the one weapon they use for the whole game. They don't unlock or level up everything. I'm just a dumb butt who just prefers trying to go out and get my money's worth, trying to do this method. So my KD looks like trash right now. It's gonna be trash until I do. I've done this every year. Try to level up everything. Everybody else is just shredding with this one mega weapon. It is what it is. But at the same time, I just want to have everything leveled and ready for me. So that's what I've been doing, trying to get some of these calling cards, but I can't do some of them because they're glitched, such as being the highest on the scoreboard for 3 times. This is just a tier 1 unlock. I can't unlock it because it's glitched, so no matter how many times I get the top of the leaderboard, I can't progress. Nowhere should stuff like this happen. We're not the play testers. If we're the beta testers, pay us. Give us a fixed game. Don't just broken, rushed out, and we'll just fix later down the road. We don't got time for that, okay? So hopefully season 1 come out. They have that fixed. But right now, I'm not a fan because I'm trying to go after things and I can't progress. I can't progress. Events they got are lame. Like we're on 2 events now. We got the whatever the Makarov, whatever his name is. We got his event going on now, and they give you at least like a week to complete them. They have a paywall, which if you got this freaking character skins, you pay for, you can actually get 1,000 XP extra per match. Well, the thing is, this is not thought out correctly or properly. You don't need to pay anything. You don't need these skins. In fact, you can unlock everything in one day. Because all you gotta do is just go through the 24/7, get these high kills or these game modes, and You breeze right through. I've unlocked both. We had 2 events now. I've done it all in the first day, and so I just gotta wait for the next week before something new come up. But I just don't feel rewarded. I don't feel like they properly done stuff with this stuff. The things they put in there, such as calling card skin. Well, we haven't had a skin, but we had camo. These are like bottom of the barrel stuff. This is not even worth playing the game modes. The first one's an endowment. They want you to buy the endowment. It's good to get back to some of the vets or whatever they're doing. You know what I'm saying, for the military. But at the same time, like I said, pay to have more XP is trash. Who wants to do that? And the stuff they have for an endowment, I'm not feeling. Anyway, so there's no point in supporting that if they're not good enough stuff in there. The event they had is not good. Like I said, the calling cards, the skin camos. Right now we haven't had a skin yet, but the camos ain't good looking. I mean, why are you hiding the best, or should I say, the good stuff for bundles? While the stuff you want to have as freebies or try to make people, something back for the people, trash. The camos don't look good. There's nothing really giving the weapons improvements or anything. It's just skins that don't look good. Um, Calling cards don't look anywhere good as in like taking your time as you do with your bundles. Why are everything you do that takes time are for bundles? The game ain't made for bundles, but you're really trying to go for bundles. I'm tired of this Fortnite stuff. I'm tired of the skins. I'm tired of your bundles overpricing them. This ain't Dead or Alive a series. Like, it's trash. Nobody wants this. Remember when you used to make people grind and you rewarded them with this? I don't mind if you make us grind some hard stuff like the bone collector skin for zombies. If you complete all 3 stages, you get this wonderful skin. That's how it should be. Instead, you're making the stuff in bundles, and it's not fun. Let's see where we're at. The events are lame. We talked about that. Same Modern Warfare 2 stuff is in here. The same issues we've had with cheaters, the maps. This game should have been created for the game itself. The weapon should have been balanced and all for the game. The map should have been implemented with everything. Instead, you're reused assets that don't go well. The engine is killing all aspects. Here you got fast paced with maps that weren't made to be this fast paced, and that's why the spawn system is being trash. It's not good. Things are breaking when it shouldn't be breaking. Make everything supposed to be for that game. Don't just recycle and call it a game when things just don't work. There's no gun tuning. This I kind of praise, but it makes all Modern Warfare 2 weapons crap, unusable. You might as well stick with Modern Warfare 3 stuff. It's just not fun, and now they're talking about they're going to do the tuning for Season 1. But I feel this is going to break things even worse, because guess what? People are now going to go for that shotgun, and they're going to fine tune it for the one-shot kills. They're going to make that shotgun into a sniper, and it's just going to kill all the fun. The one thing I do praise is the snipers are easy in this game. That's because that's something that Sledgehammer does well. It's the snipers and the light machine guns. You can really shred with the light machine guns. I've gotten 69 kills with a light machine gun. It's just because there's no recoil, there's no flinch. It's so easy to use. And even so, I have 5 years of no aim assist whatsoever. And I've actually talked to some of the Activision developers. This is something that is in the game engine, and it can't be fixed because some people got no aim assist, some people do. PC, if you got a controller, it's so strong, while keyboard and mouse is less of. Sometimes even the controller on the laptop, or should I say desktop, don't work at times either. We've seen Dr. Disrespect. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't work. But at the same time, for me to have no aim assist for a 5th year sucks. So that's why having a light machine gun that has shred so well, I may make that my main weapon until the shotgun go into effect and you can fine tune it. That Modern Warfare 2 one. But then everybody was gonna be using shotguns again. So many weapons in this game suck so bad. That's why people flood for the. It's not modded, but they call it powered. There's a term for it. I forgot what it is, but I said it earlier on, and I think it's like the 5.56 or whatever. That is the main weapon most people have because you can actually. It feels modded. It feels like a cheat weapon. That because there is no recoil, there's no flinch. It's just perfectly if you got aim assist. It feels like a cheat. So we talk about bad guns, snipers, light machine guns are what it is. Everything just feels like all the fixes are for season one. This time there's no day one patch because everything's gonna be patched with season one, and that's kind of trash to me. The game don't feel rewarding. It just doesn't feel fun because the skill-based matchmaking kills off all the aspects. Whatever they have, everything's broken. Calling cards, anything to try and earn, just feels bad. It doesn't work. Zombies are terrible. We talked about that. There's times when things don't work, such as the equipment, the vests, your shoes, whatever they try to make your perks go to. Um, a lot of this just doesn't feel thought out. It's like if you want this, you're at a disadvantage for something else. Back then you had your perk, and then you had a pro perk. Once you upgraded your perk, once you grinded that perk out, you had unlocked pro perk, and you had a new thing to go with it. Instead, everything's been cut out, so it can just be one perk, and just it's not fun that way. Bring back pro perks. Or should I say, grinding to pro perk to have a new ability for it. But some of this stuff don't work, such as the vests. You could go into like a silent mode, or what's it? Ninja, and sometimes you're on the map when you shouldn't be. I think they kind of fixed some of this stuff now, but I mean, they didn't make it into a patch to say such a thing. They've been like nerfing buffing certain things, but before I could have them around and they can hear me. Blind eye with the shoes to or should I say the noise? Sometimes you can be heard even if you got that. But they fixed the sneakers thing before they went into like the vest stuff. But I mean, like stuff just don't feel like it's real properly done right. There's no true blind eye. I'm always being killed by such things as whenever they bring out the kill streaks, and I'm like, how do you see me? It makes no sense, guiding your cruise missile to me. I shouldn't be listed on a map, like how is this possible? Things just don't feel it works. It don't work. Crap, man. Nobody got time for you to fix it when it do. Once again, we're using the same Modern Warfare engine should be done with. It's broken. 5 years of crap. Infinity Tar shouldn't have had no goddamn say so in this game. They ruined Modern Warfare 2 completely. And here we're being told Black Ops 6 is once again going to be, well, using last gen. It should be new gen, using the ability of the SSD. Things should load in properly. Here we got long load times, and it's just not, everything just feels like it's taking a sweet time for things, and it leaves you open to be killed. It's just taking time. It's so time consuming. I don't get that. I feel like Black Ops 6 will be held back because of all this. The headquarters with so many menus. There shouldn't be no headquarters. You should just have the game, Warzone, whatever, and just tap into it from the main screen. We gotta go through so much unnecessary processes that it just kills off everything, okay? And I feel Black Ops 6 will be held off, even so it's gonna have 4-year development time. Here, this game had less than a year. Don't believe them saying they had a year and a half. No. What happened was they were told they were going to do this within a year and a half, as in this is going to be premium and not a DLC, a 2-year game. You're going to have to make this a solo game, so you got to make a campaign. They were told this in a year and a half. But to get things into perspective, they only had less than a year to make this game. That's why everything feels crunched. This is why the campaign cinemas look so poor. This is why the gameplay look better than the cinemas, the CGI. Everything's just rushed, and they really ripped us off with this game. Modern Warfare 3 with Modern Warfare 2 stuff, that makes no sense. They killed the Modern Warfare name completely. All this new stuff is just trash compared to the OG. The OG still shines bright. The spawns are bad. We talked about this because the maps are so small, and you're so fast paced because you're not. They didn't make this game for the maps. They didn't make, the weapons for this maps. They didn't make your speed for this maps. They're just taking Vanguard stuff, bring it over. They're taking Modern Warzone stuff, bringing over those reused assets, and it's just breaking the game. It's not working properly. So that's why the spawn system, the enemies can spawn in front of you. They can spawn out your asshole. They can just, it's not fun. Especially when you finally made it all the way to the back of the map near them, and to find out your teammate's somewhere else. So, bam, you got spawned on, or B, you got killed, and you gotta go way back to the same point again. That's not fun. That kills off any attention of getting big kills. Because you felt like you held back. The TTD, or should I say, the time to kill, time to die, whatever, it just doesn't work properly because once again, a broken system, broken game engine, and with all the algorithms with skill-based matchmaking, it just doesn't feel proper. Sometimes you feel like you're dying too fast. Other characters, they're not dying as fast. They're going around the corners while you just die on the spot. It's just so much broken stuff that just is not fun. Cheaters are still rampant. There was a time when I could report, and I actually get some people. I get the little next day or a couple hours later say thank you for that, confirming a successful report. I haven't had that happen in 11 days, but I'm turning into cheaters, and they're not doing it. They turned off the feature, but yet some of these cheating streamers like Swag and them, they've got instant. They can hit a report and instantly you shadow banned, or you kicked out for 24 hours, whatever they're doing, they turned it off for everybody else. I haven't had a successful one in 11 days, but beforehand, I had many people. I had over a dozen cheaters I turned in and got a successful report. That's frustrating when they be catering to these rats, and it's not fun. Menus, once again, we got the Hulu menus. This time way worse than it's ever been, and we complain about it haven't fixed. Too many things to go through to see a screen that's unnecessary, such as leaderboards, getting to see your friends out those leaderboards, getting somewhere and saying you find out you're out, you're put back to the main screen, oops moments, and it's so much aggravation. Go back to how it was. It's so easy to browse through, go through. We talk about the events, model, like the other events I'm not happy about. They turned the playlist into events, such as here we've got 1 week. You can have 24 hours, 24/7 with Rustment or High Rise, but then we'll swap it out with a Shipment and Rust. 24 hours. Like, why do that? Just make all three 24 hours. 24/7. Don't swap out, because that sucks, because then you take away something good, replace it with something sorry. One playlist had experimental maps. I didn't get what was the experimental things. It just felt like some of it was more glitched than the fix. I don't get it. Here we got Modern Warfare 2 maps in its own playlist. And why? Why is there a new playlist? Why I gotta play Modern Warfare 2 maps in this playlist? If you bring everything back, why can't you bring all the other maps back? It would have been funner that way. Finally, we got voting for maps, but yet I feel like it's not implemented right. Most of the time I feel like I'm playing a lot of the bad maps and stuff and people don't want to play. And a lot of times, because of skill-based matchmaking algorithms, I'm into a match that's losing already so many times. 24, like the new playlists just suck. I'm not a big fan of them. Everything should be implemented into the main game modes. Let me have control of what I want to pick. The 10v10s, finally, like, my biggest complaint was 6v6. Bring us the 10v10s and the 14v14s. That's what the tactical and all that was with Vanguard. Here, I was forced to go into a whole different playlist. We play with a certain amount of other people who go in there to bring it to the main list with everybody in it. I just don't understand that. I feel like everything you're being controlled within. Why have its own playlist of 10v10? And guess what? The skill-based matchmaking feels lower in those maps. Or should I say a playlist. Go figure. Challenges are glitched. We talked about, the calling cards and all that. But even the challenges, to get the 6 operator kills while crouch, resupply ammunition 5 times. Those were glitched. And when you can progress, they kind of fixed it now. But the bonus is still glitched. Such as, if you won a match, you got 1 extra point. That's how it was supposed to, but it didn't work because you could be glitched out of it. But it benefited us because it had an infinity. You could keep doing it, harvest all these things to unlock your ammo armory. Well, there was a reason for it, and it's broken within, and these developers don't know how to fix it. Basically, it's a challenge progress. It's in the challenge name missing, so you couldn't just get one only how they wanted it. You just got an infinity every time you won a match. You would get an extra point. So their way to fixing it, they just put an infinity logo because these developers don't know how to fix their own broken stuff. Crazy, right? So the challenges were broken, leaderboards. So if you go to the leaderboards, you could see your favorite streamer, whatever. They were at one time on the top of it. Now the leaderboards are rampant with cheaters. They're using cheats to get these high scores, so they're placed in the high one. All top 10 or top 20, whatever, are all cheaters. You can go look at them. The person who's been playing since the game came out, so that means they got people swapping out and using their cheats to get to beat. It's not fun. What am I being rewarded with? What am I grinding for if I can't even? I'm just like the top 5%. I mean, not the top five, but like I'm on the bottom 5% because I can't get my score high enough because of these cheaters that play all day, every day, and they're cheating to get these high scores. What is Activision doing? What is these developers doing? All you gotta do is go to your leaderboards and you see these cheaters. Ban them. Do something. What is Ricochet for? It's broken. Your new implementation of headsets in which getting these toxic gamers is broken too. You see people muted when they shouldn't be muted. I can go to the mute symbol, click on it, and they're unmuted. How is that broken? That's never been broken before. You got players that's muted that shouldn't be muted. I mean, did they cuss and the game is implementing it to crossing them out so you can hear them? I don't. It, it's broken. And I just think it's just picking random people who talks and just muting them. Go figure. What else do we have we can talk about? Leaderboards is badly made. Not everything being shown for you. We talked about that. Going through unnecessary stuff to see your friends list to see where they're positioned at. You can see their kill streak, but you can't see how many wins they've gotten. I mean, like certain like aspects it's just not showing. Okay, let's put it that way, cause it's just crap. I told you unlocking your weapons and everything within feels like a chore. Why should I have to go to this game weapon unlock all the levels to get this attachment and bring it over to this other weapon? That's not fun. It's a chore. A bazillion attachments because you brought everything over from Modern Warfare 2, but it needs to be finely tuned for that to be useful. Everything is just so many stuff there that's just useless. Bring the attachments that's only for that gun or weapon and make it different for other things such as the light machine gun, snipers. This is the attachment. Bazillion attachments. This is useless and just unlocking for no reason. Happen to unlock with this weapon first to bring over here, but yet you place that weapon way behind, so I can't use it at all. And it's useless when I'm leveling up this weapon first and then going to that. Crap. Maps, like I told you, I've talked about that. But what I haven't talked about is it's so fast paced, or some of the good maps that were from the OG maps don't play well. Some of my favorite maps have turned to trash now because people just rather camp their spawns or use snipers, and you can't progress over that fine line of the middle. It's not. It kills all aspect. There was a map that I really enjoyed so much in the OG game that it completely plays differently now because this damn engine and it's not being balanced properly. You know, so out the 16 maps that was so praised to have all these maps in, a good chunk is like nobody wants to play because you either got your people just camping the back spawn and waiting, or it's just like sniper heaven now. You know. So they killed some of my favorite maps. Everybody goes to the same maps now, but yet because they're flocking to it, you're constantly being put into these ugly maps that you don't want to play, and they're already on a losing team. Like, so much going wrong for this game. The armory unlock should never be there. This just should be like for certain calling cards and goodies. This is where the event should have gone to, or whatever, or a different type of goodie event. But the armory just force making you do things that should have never been done, such as kill streaks, equipment, attachments are now locked that it should never be locked. Like what? I can't bring out my veto. I got to unlock my veto first. I can't get this attached equipment part, to use, such as a syntax. I can't use a syntax grenade until I unlock it from the armory first. That's madness. That's trash. Everything just feels like a chore. Why do I got to unlock a syntax that's never been locked before? Trash. Character customization, I've been saying go back to how it used to be, like World at War. Give us the generic white character, black character, Asian character. You got your race, your gender, your male and a female, and just let us get different items for them. I want to feel like I'm making my own character. I bitched about it so much. Let me make my own character, and you got all this good stuff that I can unlock for them, and just feel different than everybody. Don't give us skins and bundle them and try and make a pay wall for them. I hate this Fortnite crap. Why can't I pick two of the same people on one side? I want to pick two people on left. Why I gotta pick a left and one on the right? That makes I fucking hate these damn operators. There's a lot of operators I don't give a shit for. And so there may be one thing that looks decent, but it's a bundle, so I got to buy it. It's trash. If you're gonna make a skin, make it for one character that you can design and it can fit with any person there. To go back to those days. I'm not a fan of this character operator shit mess. Go back to character customization. Everything, like I said, is going to season 1. Why should I wait till December 7th or December 3rd, whatever the date is? I think it's December 7th. Why do I gotta wait for this day to get new stuff and stuff that should have already been in the game? I don't get that. Oh, you want fixes? You gotta wait till season 1. Can't unlock calling cards because it's broken. Oh, man. I told you this game was made less. It was crunch time, less than a year. Have y'all ever got that email that was praising this game is played more than the past 2 games or past Modern Warfare 2 or Warzone? It's a crock of shit. It's a bunch of lies. I can't believe they even sent out an email to hype the game out. What happened is they bundled Warzone, Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 3 into Call of Duty headquarters, and they're counting out everything of all 3. That's so scummy. So I've talked my head off. I didn't try to make this go so far in, but this game gets a score of a 5. It's the second worst Call of Duty game I've ever played. The first being Modern Warfare 2, because there's some things that's kind of decent in here because it's bringing Vanguard stuff or Modern Warzone stuff over. But at the same time, there's so much going wrong. If they get rid of skill-based matchmaking and the algorithms, this game could be a lot funner. But who wants to wait for them to fix it? Who wants to wait season 3, season 4, whatever, and then things are getting decent again, like they did with Cold War? I don't want to wait to things for to fun be fun. All in all, like I said, it's a 5. I'm sorry I made y'all wait this long, but there's so much I had to talk. I wanted to make a decent review. Hope you enjoyed this video. Leave some likes, some comments, definitely hit that bell, subscribe, and always enjoy.